I've had a few questions recently about the Pits and Spits adjustable flat top grill that you see me do other videos on. And the questions were, can you do a spatchcocked turkey or can you do like a pork butt? And in my answer, I said, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. But in reality, I've never tried it. So that's exactly what we're doing today. And so you know, you actually have 7 inches of clearance from the grate to the very top of the lid. The lid itself is 6 inches. Then you got an additional inch where the grate's recessed down. So we should be good, but I'm curious myself, and we're going to do it right here today, and let's see how it turns out. So here's the turkey, weighs in at 14 pounds. And I did do an overnight brine with this, removed it earlier, and it fit inside of this 2-gallon Ziploc bag. Now, if you want the full recipe for how I did the brine, then I'll have a link in the description box. It's a printable recipe, absolutely free of charge. Just click on that link if you want to know how I brine this and also the whole procedure, what I'm doing today. So let's take it out of here. And we've got to spatchcock it. So I'm gonna remove all this plastic stuff they put in these things. There's the breast, so we don't need to go on the breast side, we need to go on the backbone here. And you can see the backbone right through here. I'm gonna turn this around to get started. So removing a backbone can be a little bit of a challenge on a turkey because the bones are heavier and thicker than what they are on a chicken. But what I'm using, these are actually pruning shears. They said it can cut through 3/4 inch branch, so I'm thinking, hey, it's bound to be able to cut through these bones, and so far, so good. So we're just gonna work it all the way through. And to keep you in line, you can kind of feel that backbone exactly where it's at. Just kind of follow that line. Oh yeah, that's cutting through there easily. And we'll do this side again. Work it right on down. A lot of people use kitchen shears, and you can do that. And I've got poultry shears, but man, they just can't handle a turkey for some reason. They're just, yeah, that's clipping right through. Love it. So here we are, we're right here at the end. There goes the Pope's nose, he is attached. Take a good sharp knife right here at the breastplate. Just kind of cut it right through. We're going to flip it over, spread him out, and crack that backbone. Now look how low he's laying. So that's plenty of clearance. Now I want to pat this dry real quick, and all we're gonna do is add seasoning. And so, you know, the seasoning that I'm using is also the seasoning that I used in the brine. And you can use any seasoning, any chicken seasoning you like, any barbecue rub, however you want to flavor it. Some goes in the brine, then some goes on the skin side of this turkey. I felt like a chiropractor when I did that, man. I might be good at that.
Hey, the damn thing crunch.
All right, we're just gonna blot it dry as we can. It's not like we're deep frying it, so we don't have to go super crazy with it, but you will get a crispier skin. And I say crispy, come on. Normally any kind of grilled poultry is not what I call crispy. If you want crispy, go to Popeye's fried chicken, that's crispy. But it will have a good bite through. So for the record, the rub that I use is a Texas Select seasoning. This is called the Juicy Pig pork, rib, and chicken rub. It doesn't say turkey, but I know it's gonna be good. Now, if you're interested in this particular rub, I'll have a link in the description. All right, I jumped the gun. I was seasoning. What I've got to do is add a little oil to it first. This oil will help also give it a really nice color, and it aids in adding somewhat of a crisp to it. Just rub that oil in all over. We'll probably do this again about halfway through the cook. That all depends on how it looks. Just rub that in good. You don't have to do nothing in the way of oil underneath, because underneath is exposed, obviously. Now we can put our rub on. I don't want to go super heavy with this, and the reason being, that brine has pulled a lot of this flavor already into the bird. Want to put some in the cavity. So we're getting ready to fire up this Pits and Spits flat top adjustable grill, and we're going to set this thing for like 250 degrees at first, 275, 250, 275, and let it kind of rock at that for a little while. And towards the end, we're going to ramp it up between 3 and 325 to kind of aid in that skin as well. Got the pit where I want it, and so you know, I'm getting ready to add some of these wood chunks. These are Crown Royal wood chunks made from the Crown Royal barrels that they aged the Crown Royal in, the American white oak. If you're interested in some of these products, I'll have a link in the description box. They do the chips, they do chunks, they do planks, and they also do pellets, just so you know. All right, now in the turkey, in the breast, I've got a wireless thermometer in here. Getting ready to add these wood chunks, and then the bird's going on. All right, now I did put this turkey on a rack because at some point I will have to rotate it for even cooking. I'm just gonna place it right there. Close the lid. We'll check on it in about an hour, hour and a half. This Pits and Spits is the most versatile grill I've ever owned. I've had it for 14 months and I have done so many different things on it, so many different styles of cooking, from direct to indirect, to low and slow, to hot and fast. I have done Southern church chicken. I've done low and slow beef that I pull for pulled beef sandwiches. About a year ago, I did Baltimore pit beef. Let me tell you, this is a beautiful pit for Baltimore pit beef. It's just perfect for it. Very similar to what they actually use. Had great results with that. I've done burgers. I've done steaks. I've done pork, and a host of other things. I don't talk about the Pits and Spits near enough. I just mainly show cooking on it in these videos, but let me tell you, it is really nice. It's well built, made right here in the USA in Houston, Texas, and the capacity of the grate itself is way, way bigger than what a kettle grill is, and that's what I like about it. You can really load it up for parties and such like that. If you got family, friends, holidays are coming up, all kind of things. Just wanted to hit on it because I just don't think I do it enough justice on these videos. We've been going about an hour and a half, and I want to apply a little bit more oil, brush that in. Now I am covering these wings with a little bit of foil because they're a little higher, just to stop them from getting too dark. And I don't think I have to flip this bird. I mean, it's looking great. The color is the same on both sides. That oil is just gonna help get us a little bit more brown color. Legs look good, good pullback already. Internal temp, around 130. So we don't have a whole lot longer to go. Let's close her down so we don't lose all our heat. Nice. Go ahead and pull our thermometer out. Just gonna let it sit here and rest. Good 15 minutes, then we'll cut into it. Well, we have been resting around 15 minutes and this thing is just dripping juice everywhere. Now I'm not gonna carve this entire thing, but I will break off a part of a wing here. And so you know, and I've had people concerned over this, anytime you see that pink in there, that's because that's smoked turkey. This thing could get up to 200 degrees and still be pink in the middle. The salt that we brine, that also helps in that, almost like a cure, but not quite. Let's see here, let's do a leg. Now normally what I would do is I will take this breast and I will run it down through the ribs, remove this whole section and cut it down this way. And I will do that, but for right now, I'm just going to take a piece. I always start with the breast because that's going to tell you how well you did your turkey to see how juicy it is. So let's just remove a piece here. Oh boy, that's beautiful meat. Look at that. Look at all that juice. That is so moist. Nice. All right, so let's just take a taste and see what we think. Outstanding flavor. You can tell this bird was brined. You can tell it the second you bite into it. Super juicy. For breast, that's really nice. That rub that I use, this one right here, that's good stuff. Like I said, it says pork and chicken, works well on turkey. I can tell you that right now. Now I'm gonna carve into a little bit of this dark meat off this leg. We're gonna try that. Got a little smoke ring on there. See, there's that pink I'm talking about? That is actually a smoke ring. And it's just got a subtle smoke. I didn't go crazy with the wood. Something about grilling these with that grill flavor from the charcoal and a little bit of smoke. Beautiful flavor.
That's good.
Well, that's it for the people wanting to know if you could do a spatchcocked turkey on this Pits and Spits adjustable flat top grill. You absolutely can. I just showed you that. And for anyone want to do a spatchcocked turkey on any grill or any smoker, showed you how to do that too.